Hello, hello. I'm gonna make some more coffee. Coffee, filter, measuring cup, coffee pot, coffee basket, coffee water. That's my coffee. Oh, here I go again. I'm tired. Almost put the coffee in the basket without the filter. Yeah, that would be a little messy if I forgot to put the filter in there, wouldn't it? That'd be one of those oh shit moments. But maybe we need like other coffee we can drink before we make coffee so we can wake up. That's the ticket. These filters, they don't fit this machine too well. This thing's got a goofy shape. It's like my other coffee machine. I screwed up and broke that, so I don't have my good coffee pot. What is this filter doing? Sometimes they just drop right in pretty decent and they don't act weird. Nope, gotta go lower. I need 3 of these, quarter cup. Is that what it is? More or less, depending on strength, flavor. What's everybody up to? Don't be shy. Stop lurking. You can type. I know you can. I'm hoping for some sort of cataclysmic event to hit Washington, D.C. so we can be done with this insanity going on right now. Because it's insane. This guy is literally going to sign a death warrant for people all over the world. Because he likes to look at his cool signature on executive orders. Jeez. All right. There it goes. The magic. Ooh. Through. Yes, pull it through. Make that gorgeous juice. I don't know. I passed out for a few hours. I need to try to get up and do things. So, when did I let the cat out? Recently? I don't remember. I really should put a little board by the door so I can remember if the cat is in or out and like what time I put him out sometimes. Did I put him out? I just woke up, did I? think I did just let him out. I don't know. Do you know? Oh. Oh. Shit. Stressful. I should look at that website. Oh, excuse me. I don't have the password on this phone. Do I? On this date, February 6th, 1978, the famed blizzard of 78 began. Oh, that was a wild week. The National Guard had to come out. It was glorious. I think insane weather is glorious. Blizzard of 78 began in Rhode Island after over 30 hours of consistent snow. More than a record 27 inches fell in Providence, Rhode Island, and up to 40 inches fell in Woonsocket. I want to go to Woonsocket. Such a cool word. 26 people died. Here's NBC 10 footage from Rhode Island History Film Archives. You know, it was pretty bad here in Cleveland, too. Oh, we got video, but so I guess they didn't have sound back in 78. Just have video. No, there's a big Ford car. Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Oh, that was protests against the orange one in over in the UK. Oh, there's a new red hat. There's a new proper red hat. Yeah. I'd wear this hat, see if anybody would notice. Make America greatly ashamed. Yeah. Because what's going on right now is just demonic. I'm hungry.
It over with, you know. But with that, I gotta drop down because I gotta work tomorrow. But
yeah. But here's the deal too. This is the interesting thing that I feel like I don't meet enough people that know. So if you were to define Judaism, how would you describe it? Like, is it like a?
Yeah. Oh, so have you folks met Fredo? What's up, Fredo? Oh, hiya. Good morning. you some coffee too? Yep. Oh, hi. Don't like Trump. You got to be kidding. The guy's, he's, what do you need? Do you need to be slapped upside the head to realize that he's just stealing money? That's all he's in this game for, is stealing money. And adulation, bow down, you know, pay homage to him. If I could, I'd go up to him and blow my nose on his coat. Trump is in a class with Hitler, Putin, Xi, and Kim Jong-un. They're all evil. Evil. Oh, I want some coffee. I want something to eat too, and I don't know what I want to eat. I need something. Oh, this hat. Crazy hair. Whoa, look at the crazy hair. Bad hat hair. That's what happens when you wear a hat a lot. You get crazy hair. Oh, excuse me. I wish I had more cats or dogs, so when I let one out, I still have one inside. I'm not organized enough to do that. Can't believe what I just saw. I didn't see. I mean, Trump has signed so many executive orders. I don't even know if you can count them all. It's ridiculous. I have plenty of insight about Trump for a decade or more. I knew about him before. I knew about how much of a shithead, grifting real estate, used car salesman before he ever got on TV. Jesus freaking hell. Meanwhile, he's literally ruining people's lives, ruining their careers, probably going to kill a bunch of people around the world because of the things that he's doing. I mean, stopping food aid programs in other countries, medical help. Yeah, what could be wrong with that? You know, so Christian of him, right? Fucking guy's not Christian. He's nothing but a grifter. Hey, Wintress. What was I just going to look up? I forgot. I grabbed this. I lost my track of thought. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. I just watched, he just signed another executive order. He's creating the United States Sovereign Wealth Fund. What is that? What is is he a king? Why do we need a sovereign wealth fund? Saudi Arabia's got a sovereign wealth fund. Hey, Rise. Oh, my God. Good morning, Rise. It's insane. I saw him. There's a great video I just shared. Where is that video? Oh, Johnny sent it to me. Johnny Boy in Sweden sent it to me, and he was like aghast. Is that on Instagram or? Oh my God! I mean, this guy is doing commentary about the signing of this executive order. Oh, that's no good. Well, at least it didn't fall in the river. Oh, there's that video. I was looking for this video. This is a cool video. Is this on Instagram?
Thank you. My name is Peter. I'm a second-year student at the college.
This is on Instagram. That's Pete Buttigieg, former Secretary of Transportation, when he was in college, 2001, 1 week after 9/11. And the kid was whip smart. He's already asking questions about blowback because of what happened, about our involvement in foreign policy and foreign aid, and how it's all connected. It's a great little video. It's on, this is Instagram. I couldn't remember where this was. The majority of society did not elect him, okay? Do you understand how elections work over here? No, the majority of society did not elect him. There's 260 million adults in the United States. 77 million voted for him, okay? Now, the big problem he got elected is because other people didn't go out and vote. He won by small, little margins around the country. That's it. This was not a mandate. This was a squeaking in. I'm not going to spell his name right. I need to look up his name. There it is. Buttigi. Buttigieg. Buttigieg. What is this? Oh, fucking no. What is this? Another executive order I hadn't heard about.
An executive order sanctioning the International Criminal Court. For those of you that don't know, the International Criminal Court investigates and, where warranted, tries individuals charged with the gravest crimes of concern to the international community: genocide, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and any crimes of aggression. To put this into historical perspective, the International Criminal Court was the same court that prosecuted Nazi leaders in the Nuremberg trials of 1945 and 1946, and it marked the first time that an International Criminal Court was established. Nuremberg trials happened in 1945 in Germany, where they began a trial of major Nazi leaders on charges of crimes against peace, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and conspiracy to commit each of these crimes, all because of the Holocaust. Now, here's why this matters to us and why Trump is really doing this. International Criminal Court issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the former Israeli Defense Minister, all because of the genocide that they're committing right now. And because they issued an arrest warrant to his friend Benjamin Netanyahu, who is committing genocide, Trump called it a shameful moral equivalency. Listen to me. He's now preemptively arguing that the International Criminal Court has no jurisdiction, no legitimacy, and no authority in the U.S. Now, why the fuck would the U.S. need to worry about the International Criminal Court coming over here? Why is he arguing in the executive order that both the United States and Israel maintain robust judiciary systems and should never be subject to the jurisdiction of the ICC? Why is he introducing both financial sanctions and visa restrictions against the ICC officials? Baby, the answer is because the concentration camps are here. According to the U.S. Department of Defense's website, the first flight of illegal aliens just arrived at Guantanamo Bay. Same Guantanamo Bay, located in Cuba, an offshore facility free from U.S. laws where foreign prisoners could be held without access to family or lawyers and no rights. Make no mistake about it, Donald Trump is signing this executive order to delegitimize preemptively the International Criminal Court in case he's ever tried and held accountable, because baby, the concentration camps are motherfucking here.
Yep. Yep, it's madness. Yeah, they want to be able to put 30,000 people down in Guantanamo. Nicole. So can you imagine 30,000 prisoners in one place? What do you need for 30,000 prisoners? You need 60 or 90,000 meals a day. You need toilets, you need water, you need, food, you need guards, you need housing. Who's gonna pay for all that? Better yet, who's gonna get the money to supply all that? That's what this is about. His buddies get to make money, just like the private prison systems here. This is fucking evil. Yeah, he ain't at my fucking door. Turd. Oh, this is evil. Evil, man. It's all about making money, that's all. They're just gonna rape the country. No morals, no ethics. All right, we got coffee. First, we have to slide this stupid thing open because this pot is so weird how tight it all is. Get this out of here. Oh, let's shut the juice off. There's no timer on this thing, so it'll just sit here and cook away until it bakes everything into toast. All right, now this one is a little tricky. You gotta pour real slow. I think I dribbled it. That's what I get for trying to do things watching through the camera. Your depth perception is off. All right, there's a pot, a cup. All right, where's a towel? I made 2 drips. Not bad. Considering I'm not. Oh, that's freaking hot! Don't touch that. That's hot. All right, close. Oh, this thing's so weird. Close that up. Okay. Show that back. USC. I already slept for a few hours and got up. I need to try to stay up and do things. I know USC, but I'm so far and I'm in such trouble with the house and this lead paint inspector, and my brother's coming to town, and just, if I had a better thought, I would just scream and fucking leave or jump off a bridge. The only trouble with this coffee pot, it doesn't make hot coffee. It's not very hot. So you gotta reheat it. warm coffee. Oh, still want to eat something. I don't know what I want to eat. Ugh. What am I doing? Let's see. I should eat some peanut butter. I don't have a lot of things that I'm tired of some of this stuff. I don't have enough choices. I don't want a burger. Maybe I'll have some chili. Yeah, maybe I'll have some chili. I got a little bit left. Finish a little bit of this up. Chili, always good. Alright. Do I have a cover for the chili? No. Alright. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. Need some exercise. I'm not getting enough exercise, vigorous exercise that wakes you up. I don't have any system for doing that. Alright, coffee. Is that hot enough? Ooh, that's pretty hot. Put the chili in the fancy heating machine. Couple minutes. No, I still don't have sugar. So using this stuff up, it kind of makes some nice tasting coffee. Helps make it a little more interesting. It makes terrible chocolate milk. So I want to use it up also. Might continue to buy it for the coffee though. Still need some better sugar though. Cream. So is it better to hold the fridge door open for an extra few seconds while you do this, or open and close it? Somebody has to have done a study on that. Look at that. Glorious, glorious. All right. Where's my spoon? It's a dedicated coffee spoon. Oh yeah. And we need to clean up the chili spoon. The chili spoon is dirty. Ding! Ding! What am I doing? That should be hot enough, yep. Not much chili in there. get out of this mess. All right. Oh, I'm thirsty. Where's the... I don't know. Oh my. Guess I should learn how to have some tea around that I can make and I'll like, so I can have another kind of hot drink. Oh. What's everybody doing? You're all too quiet. Excuse me. Oh. You too can get a Mayo Pro. Oh man. Oh. My legs are antsy. Ugh. I should go for a walk or something. I don't know. What was... I was going to look something up and I forgot. David's up and posting something. There he is. Oh my. Well, they want change, but they don't understand what they voted for, clearly. I mean, I'm having discussions with some dude about the water thing that Trump did in California. You know, he releases water from these two reservoirs, wasting millions of gallons of water that was supposed to be there in a few more months for the farmers. The farmers in California are screeching, "What the fuck are you doing?" And this guy does not seem to understand that, like, Trump can do anything he wants. He can just wreck people's lives because he's the king. Well, you know, I can go downtown on Public Square and find somebody who says they're the king, you know, and all they do is run around going, "I'm the king." Purple. Well, they may have. We don't know. You know, and the Dems, I'm pissed at them because they haven't fought back. They haven't asked for recounts. I mean, this is insane what's going on. You know, chili. Tastes good. Even I get tired of eating sweets. It's a nightmare. You know, like I was saying, I open up the apps, and what do I see? Another executive order that I didn't hear about. He's starting a United States Sovereign Wealth Fund. What the fuck is that? Hello from Serbia. I have a regular follower from Serbia. Ice. Cafe Ice. What's the temperature in Serbia this morning? Oh, wait a minute. It's afternoon. No, it's early morning. Gotta get my time zones in order. The heck is that? I guess I dropped a piece of chili. Yep, it's madness, man. It's, just freaking madness. Oh, yeah. Wanted to Google this, too. That's not what I want to open. Come on, brain. Oh my gosh, stop that. How many executive orders has Trump signed in 2025? Sure seems like more than that. It's just insane amount. I would assume 46. It says it. I would have thought it was more from the piles of. Oh, now here it says Trump tracking Trump's executive orders 10 hours ago. Executive orders in the first 100 days. Oh my God. So they're comparing. Reagan did about 18. H.W. Bush did like 11. Clinton did 12. George W. Bush did like 11. Obama did 19. Trump's first term, he did 32, 33. Biden did 42 maybe. So far he is, in his new term, he has done like 53 executive orders in what? How many days? 16 days? He's just getting going. And they got the whole list of them here. Pages and pages of freaking executive orders. Oh my God. 33.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, you guys go Fahrenheit? Nice. That's about the same temperature here, I think. Let's see. It's 29 degrees Fahrenheit here. State of Ohio voted overwhelmingly for Trump. Oh, Ohio's always been a red state, USC. The Democratic areas are Northeast Ohio, where I'm at, and maybe Cincinnati a little. It's a farm. It's farmland. It's all hillbillies and rednecks. You know, it's always been a red state. You want to look at corruption? Look at Ohio. Go look up at Ohio corruption at the state level. Got all kinds of guys in prison. First Energy Power Company had a $60 million bribery scheme going on. We got the best corrupt politicians in Columbus, man. The best. Oh, he's out of his mind. Yeah, purple. Yep. Hey, race. Oh yeah, Board of Ed. Oh yeah, they said they were going to do all that. I mean, if you looked at the, the almost 900-page Project 2025 that got published, it was all there. It was most of it. I don't think the United States Sovereign Wealth Fund was there. And building condos and golf courses on Gaza, that wasn't in there either. But they had to keep a few tricks up their sleeve, they couldn't show all their cards. How truly insane it will be. This is not that warm. I guess I could have heated it up a little more. California, yeah, you got some issues out there, I think, that's for sure. Is a lie. And oh yeah, and then his minion morons all believed that. They all believed it. The guy has always shown somewhat what he's gonna be. He's always shown somewhat what he's going to be. Have they believed him? No, they don't even want to believe him, so it doesn't matter. He could tell them anything. But now, as they begin to find out that they've been fucked around, they're going to understand the hard way. There was a Trump supporter crying yesterday. Oh man, they want me to quit. They're going to fire me. I just know it. He's a federal worker. He voted for Trump, and they want him out. And he's losing his mind because he's 66 years old. He goes, what am I going to do? Who's going to hire me? Well, you can work in the fields, man. They got all those fresh jobs in the fields and the meat packing plants and roofing and drywall and landscape. Don't forget landscape. Oh, you could be a dishwasher too. There'll be a lot of those jobs. Don't worry, they got jobs for you. This is fucked up, man. I mean, it's so sad. It's so sad. Purple, yeah. I mean, this is this is what I've been saying though. We're gonna just have to let it all blow up. It's gonna be so ugly. We might have a civil war. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's insane. We're gonna, at the minimum, we're gonna maybe have a constitutional crisis if we're not already there. I was talking last night with friends and on here about, one of my good friends in the alarm industry. He became a good friend, a bit of a mentor. We worked together a lot. I'd work for him on some of his jobs. I hung at his house all the time. We partied. For 3 years, a huge group of us went to the Wink and Lizard bar and drank every Monday night. Slept over his house, And then the election comes along. Now, I knew he was right-leaning. And this is a guy who I would consider moral and ethical. He was a scoutmaster. This dude was, he was like, he could do anything. Fix any car, teach kids. His son became an Eagle Scout. He was a big NRA guy. He's a big gun guy. For the big time match shooting, as it's called. But we never had issues with politics. And then out of the blue, when the election comes along, he starts sending me, posting, really disgusting stuff. And then he sends me even worse stuff privately. I'm like, what the fuck? How do you go into the toilet so quick? I get that you can post, wild looking cartoons or whatever, but when you dig into the fucking toilet and you're posting stuff that's basically in a pretty vile porn magazine, about our vice president or whatever, it's like you've gone way off the cliff in my book. And I read him the Riot Act, and then I looked at his Facebook page the other day. He died. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? He died in November. My friend goes, did he get to vote for him? I didn't see one. He might have voted. He could have voted absentee. I don't know if he ever did that. I wouldn't think he did. I just thought of this. I never looked up if there was an obituary. I just thought of that. But I'm pissed, man. Hey, Wes. I just got up again. Made coffee. Nuked up some of the old chili. Let the supervisor out. Well, it's insane, Purple. I mean, and then I've known him since the 80s when I got into the alarm world. Then a kid I grew up with, we're talking older than dirt, right? We know everything about each other pretty much. And he's a right-leaning punk, in my opinion. Pompous, He starts posting stuff that is really vile about, like, Secretary Pete, if you can figure out what I'm talking about. And it's like, I kind of knew about this term that people on the right were using about gay parents. This was hideous. I fucking chewed his ass out. His mom is still alive. I says, Joe, you motherfucker, you were brought up better than this. Should I tell your mom you're posting this crap? Holy fuck. I'm tempted to go fucking call her. I don't care. I'm so pissed that these people have violated decency at this level, Oh my God. I fucking, canceled them, man. It's fucking nasty. What was I just going to Google? Oh, what the hell was I just going to search again? This is what happens when I always lose track. Shoot, I opened up the browser. Daryl's, if there's a old bit out there should be. Oh, that's the wrong way to spell it. (1949 to 2024. There's a picture of him. He was a damn good friend, man. We did a lot together over a lot of years, you know. Obituary. What were the... Oh. No, he died before the election, October 7th. I'm going to have to read this later. You know, it's just sad as hell. I don't know. I mean, I'm a mess as a human, as an adult, with my basic life, but there's things that, you know, sure, I can reach into the dirt bag, you know, I can pull out all the vile and foul stuff, just like anybody, but I've never chosen to go there. I'll share, you know, political cartoons and other memes, you know, like the title, the picture in the thumbnail that I posted for this live stream. You know, I mean, but that's an acceptable thing to do. You can do that. You're not saying hideous things about how a couple of a gay couple of guys or a gay couple of women, how they had their kids, how they got their kids. And when the people start saying really hideous things about stuff like that, I have big issues with you. When you think you're holier than any other human being, you are zero in my world. Thank you, RC. Sorry. Some of my friends know to keep track of the things I say, because I'll lose track and they'll go, "This is what you were doing, Daniel." Been doing it my whole life. It's my ADD. So where are some of you folks from? I don't know if you've been here before or never chatted. I don't know some of the names here I see. Yeah, you know, it's just it's messed up. You know, it's the same thing I say to people about the Catholic Church, Colorado. I might have known that, Wes. I might have heard you say that. You know, I'm pretty much anti-religion, you know, and you know, it's like the Catholic pedophile scandals, you know. If you go to Catholic Church, you give money, some of it stays here, maybe half a finger. Then the rest of that money will get divvied up, the other piece of a finger, and the rest of these will get divvied up between the diocese and the Vatican. Well, the diocese might get, I don't know, one finger, maybe one and a half. And the rest goes to the Vatican. And, you know, this stuff, you give money to your church, it's going to pay for pedophile priests, it's going to pay for lawsuits, it's going to pay hush money to families that got kids, you know, diddled. And, you know, every penny you give is supporting that. You know, and I'm not saying that a church can't be a good thing in a community, but these big religions and stuff, this is evil. It's evil. Message held for review. The deceased. Oh, I see. Sorry, you're saying where you're at. YouTube hid your comment because of words. You know, we can't say words. You know, they have to moderate us, and sometimes they moderate the truly vile comments, which is fine. So I have to look at the comment and then say show or hide. And if it's very bad, I'm gonna hide it, but then I'm gonna touch the comment again or your icon, and I'm gonna block you. The deceased penis of the U.S. You know, I used to watch every day, and I haven't watched him for a while. A very smart guy who's got a big YouTube channel. He's from Florida. Do you know Purple? Do you know Bo of the Fifth? F-I-F-T-H. Very smart guy. I mean, good salient conversation about things of the day. In fact, I should look right now. I should be watching him. I mean, he's probably putting up some pretty brilliant stuff. Where is he? I haven't seen him in a while. What's going on? Is this his wife doing videos now? What's going on? What's going on, Bella? So he's not. I don't know what's going on. I guess his wife is doing some stuff too. Interesting. Huh. Here, I'll show you what the channel looks like here. Flip the phone around here. There. Bo of the Fifth Column. And go back. Come on, finger. So this probably his wife. I think she's a nurse. Here's Bo, okay? So Bo looks like a good old boy. They're down in Florida, southern, people. And but they are not MAGA. They are progressives. He's worked for the government as a contractor. He's done some interesting things. But he's got a very big channel on YouTube. How many followers does he have now? Still hasn't hit the 1 million mark, but he's got Jesus, over 500 million views, or million, 600 million, 600 million views. Lots of good videos there to go look at if you like to even look at older stuff. Every now and then he'll do a live stream too. Very rare. But he talks about, the world he's in down there in Florida. He'll go into town and hear stuff like at the gas station or at the diner or something, So he'll talk about the other viewpoint that's down around him, which is mostly not his. He's a good channel to follow. I mean, it's he's big at promoting. He's done some fundraising for some stuff. He's big at promoting knowledge about having tourniquets and proper emergency first aid kits around, and learning some emergency first aid, how to stop a serious bleed wound and stuff like that, and I need to get some of these modern tourniquets. I keep saying to do that and get some other relevant first aid training that I should get. Anyway. Oh my. I keep seeing your name and my brain wants to say Algeria. I have some people that come from Algeria to watch. I answered a call last night from a random 800 number. Don't do that. Well, I've been expecting calls from some service agencies, and I forgot I put in you can leave a callback for Social Security, and I forgot I did that option. And I start talking to this woman, you know, she could be anybody, right? I go, how do I know you're with Social Security? She giggled. And after I gave her a bunch of answers to some questions, she went away, and his phone was dead silent. There's no background music, okay? Background music make you a little more confident, maybe, you know, that you're connected to like a real organization. It's just dead silence, you know? I'm like, oh, maybe I screwed up. She came back. Either that or she's a really good scammer and she's got a lot of info on me already. But she fixed all the things. I still need a new temporary password, and told me my starting date of Social Security, which I needed for something. Well, they can. But she would not have known the stuff that she told me unless she had access to my file. So, because I couldn't even get into my online account, you know, so, and I knew what my password was. I have it written down somewhere, but I don't know if it's in any devices or not. I'd have to look. And then, but she's allowed / able to give me the password, because I don't think they want you to use your email for a password on Social Security. They want just something else that's random. So they sent me a temporary password months ago, and you have to use it within a certain time or it expires. Well, I think I let it expire. And so, anyway, so she fixed all those things. And I said a couple passwords to her and she just laughed. No, it's none of those. I'm trying real hard. It's none of those, sir. Can you keep going? But when she actually told me it was like, oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, I remember. I mean, I have a mind that'll remember weird random letter patterns, you know, so I can remember crazy passwords sometimes. I set them up for years, so, you know, for people and doing security systems and trying to educate people that use random passwords and PIN codes, and you know. But once quantum computers are here, don't worry. not much will be safe then. They'll have to figure out new ways of security. I've kind of been reading into that already. When you start getting nation states with serious quantum computers, they're going to be very dangerous. Oh my. I got it. Now there's too much heat up here. Turn the heat down. Ugh. Oh man. Oh, absolutely. This dude, did you see they had to fire one of his teenage punks for being a blatant freak racist? Did you see? I'd heard about it, but I didn't see what the guy, I guess, was posting on his social media for a while. He would probably fit in really good working for Stephen Miller. Message held for review. Yeah, they hid that one. Oh my God. This kid was like, I think Stephen Miller is like the, you know, a cousin of Hitler, but this kid was pretty out there. He wants eugenics. Israel and Palestine should be eliminated. All kinds of worse things. Pretty crazy stuff. Well, eating chili and coffee, and then the heat got high in here. Now I'm like roasting. I'm warm-blooded to start with. Oh, I just saw I just saw, where was that? I think it was on YouTube. I don't know the kid's name. I can't think of his name. Starts with an E. Give me a second. I'll read a few things. Oh, let's see. This phone is slow. What do we call these kids? Elon Musk protege fired. That should work. Oh no, it's not pulling it up, really? Oh. This is pulling up other nonsense. Oh, that's not pulling up anything either. The wrong search. Oh, I just saw, I don't know if that was, I think that was Instagram or YouTube. Nice little picture that showed everything. Now let's do it. Let's search over here. Sorry, this will be better. Come on, come on. Elon Musk computer kid fired. Here it is. The Daily Beast. The Gen Z DOGE goon with access to top secret federal system. 25-year-old engineer in Elon Musk's DOGE has access to top secret federal payment and Treasury Department. The engineer, Marco Elez, E-L-E-Z, reportedly has the ability to alter the code responsible for the vast majority of payments in the U.S. government makes to its citizens, including Social Security, tax returns, and more. Elaz was identified by sources who spoke to Wired, making him the 7th young DOGE staffer to be unmasked, which has shaken up Washington as the billionaire tries to make good on his promise to cut federal spending. The supposed WizKid has been granted access, yada, yada, yada. Maybe this has not got the stuff about him unmasked. Okay, this does not have the stuff about him being fired. This is just doxing him. Oh, here it is. Maybe. Says he had pulled. All right, so we got his name here. Let's just search his name. I'll get it that way. Come on, phone. Oh, this damn phone is so slow. Oh, hey, Steve. The Seven Dwarfs. I love it, Steve. I love it. I love it. Oh, come on. I could walk to the library faster. What's the kid's name again? Jesus, now I have to open this back up again. And then another one of these Doge kids apparently had a tantrum screaming at staffers at the agency he's working at. Just like a complete meltdown, you know, freak out. All right, what's the kid's name again? Come on, my stupid. What's his name? Marcus? How's it spelled? Elez. Come on, populate, phone. Jeez. Oh, stop this. There's his name. Come on. Select. Oh my gosh. There it is. Almost. Stupid pin drops. Copy. Just do that. Didn't it? Well, this phone is so stupid. wish I had some good video skills. I'd create a little Seven Dwarfs video. Is this gonna paste it now? Finally. Maybe now we'll finally get this. Oh, come on, load up. So, one of his things was normalizing Indian hate. Musk's DOGE employee Marcus Alez resigns after old racist posts surface. Previously worked with Musk at X and SpaceX. Let's see if they show all this stuff here. Oh yeah, in July of last year, he wrote, "Just for the record, I was racist before I was cool." A true incel. He's a true incel. One post from September read, "You could not pay me to marry outside of my ethnicity." Another one is normalize Indian hate. In December, pushing to repeal the Civil Rights Act, he wrote, "I just want a eugenic immigration policy. Is that too much to ask?" I bet he's fun at parties. Wow, yeah. There was a good meme, maybe Occupy Democrats made it. There was a really good meme with all of the good stuff. Yeah, this is a nice guy, man. Jesus. What the hell, you know? Yeah, oh my God. You know, it's like the things that my friends, shared with me, that caused me to tell them to, fuck off. You were raised better than that. So nice to know you have some, published the notarized statement of bigotry that you so proudly want to wear. It's upsetting. I mean, it's I mean, I've always known a few racist people around Cleveland. It's not typically that hateful of a place, but I've worked for a guy who is a complete asshole about other people. I mean, I've stopped people on the street when I've heard them talking crazy shit. I won't tolerate it. I won't even tolerate pretty foul, off-color jokes, about other human beings, I used to tell my friend, Carl, stop this crap. I don't want to hear it. Be racist somewhere else. Jesus. What's wrong? Oh, well, what isn't wrong? I got problems, but that's with my house. But the country is in shambles. itchy nose. It's all pretty cray-cray. And then what happens if we get rid of Trump? What are we going to do with JD? Oh, funny, Grove. You're so funny. So which group of people do you specifically like to kick down on, Grove? Let's hear it. Excuse me a second while I mute you. I'm back. So can we all agree that this is true? Can we start here? Or are you all, some of you, lost to in true insanity? Oh, really? Oh, that had to be hard. That had to be hard, Steve. Oh my God. I mean, I was just around this guy a fair amount because I did a lot of work for his business at his building and even at his residences. He had 3 residences over the years. You know, and when Obama was running for president, he would run around his company, which has maybe 60, 70 employees, big offices in the front, 2 floors, huge, you know, shop space out back where they made their product, and 60,000 square foot building. And he would run around screaming, "You motherfuckers! If another one of you comes in this fucking parking lot with an Obama decal, you're fired." He would run around the office saying that shit. And then he would say, "I work for a N-word. My president is an N-word." People would fucking hide. I mean, I knew everybody that worked there. I spent probably a couple years of my life in that building. And, you know, the discussions we would have about him, you know, just a little tyrant. Oh my God. You know, I'm amazed nobody took him to court, you know, for employee harassment and other nonsense, you know. Oh yeah. I know a few people that they finally quit, you know, and they started their own companies, a couple of them. And of course, the jerk filed all kinds of lawsuits against him to try to stop him from having his business. Just, you know, evil people, you know. Picture of Jesus in his house while he's down in the basement by the pool table trying to get the late teen young woman who was, I think, their babysitter to take her top off. You know, I mean, just, you know, this disgusting stuff, you know. You know. Well, I saw everything with that character. Everything. I know all his dirt. And it's amazing what you'll put up to work with somebody or for someone sometimes, you know. You know. I'm sure there were good days with Genghis Khan. I know. I mean, I call them out all the time, man. I call them out. I don't know the Bible at all. I was brought up Catholic, but you know, they never wanted you to read the Bible. And you know, recently, I learned that you know it's in the Bible. God is the only one who judges. Man shall not judge. So I try to rub that in their face all the time, you know. But they're twisting everything that they want for their own good, you know, because they're a twisted group of people. They're zealots. You know, it's like all these statements that they keep pushing out about Trump. The you know the new leader can have been a fallen human. You know, he could be a fallen person and done evil things, but he will be our leader. You know, I mean, they just weave any nonsense you want, you know, to support their crazy. Oh, David, I saw you were up posting on Twitter. Are you talking about Lori's job? Yeah, that's just it's a toxic workplace. It's evil. It's not acceptable. You know, it's not acceptable in Saudi Arabia. It's not acceptable here, but in Saudi Arabia, you better do as they tell you to do. And Trump's trying to create that here because he wants to cut some people's hands off and push them out of helicopters. Absolutely, he's waiting to get to do that. That's, you know, those love letters between him and Kim Jong Un. That's probably what they were exchanging. Oh, Donnie, oh, you should see what I did to that guy the other day. He set my tea down wrong. Oh, just not acceptable. No, no. We stuck him in a big microwave oven we had made just to see what would happen. Yeah. Well, that gives me an idea. Well, I'll tell you, I'll take your so-called love affair over firing people and ruining endless jobs around the world now. It's important that we stick up for people trying to, you know, not be killed. What the fuck are you talking about? Message held for review. Whose message is this? Message held for review. It's one of Purple's. What's my job? I've had many jobs. Oh, Steve. I know. I mean, it's so draining to have to be around this toxic stuff, Steve. Oh my God. You know, it's so draining. You know, it's like anger. I mean, I only learned about anger, close anger. You know, when a good friend messed up years ago with relationship stuff with other people in the group, and we shunned him for 2 years. Shunned him for 2 years. You know what? It takes energy and effort to shun somebody that you love. He didn't kill anybody. He just did a little, a little of the diddling. Okay, all right. And we finally talked. I says, I just was sitting at the bar one night. I says, I can't be mad at him anymore. He's my best friend. You know, he's closer than my brother by far. And you know, and we all got past that, you know, but we could keep government jobs. Right. I get it. So we need to eliminate thousands of people with doctoral programs trying to get their PhDs, and they go and open the computer and their fucking work is gone. You tell me that's legitimate? That we yank fucking people out of other countries where we're giving necessary aid in villages and communities to like drill wells for water or give medical help or like fight the Ebola outbreak in Uganda? You think that's a good thing to just walk away from all that shit? I don't. I think at this point, I hope they all come here and start blowing shit up because that's what we deserve. Who said something about transgenders? Did I miss something? Oh, I like to see how people are going to hang themselves first. And if they can be kind of civil, I'll let them stay around. We need to have these discussions. Most people that I talk with on the right will not even have a discussion. They just want to say nonsense. They don't want to think actual hard facts about things and like stretch out what that means when they actually think about it. Let's see, I'm going to read Daryl's obituary here. I couldn't remember her name, his wife's name. They divorced 20 years ago. That's right. He worked at that hardware store for years in Shaker Heights. Or was that in Cleveland up there? Sites Agan Hardware. I wish I'd have met him back then. But that was way long time ago. Then he worked for Dingle Security. I forgot about Dingle. I knew Dingle. Such a good, smart person in so many ways, but just unbelievable how they can take hold of really hideous ideas. Oh, Daryl. I've lost like 10 or more good friends and family in the last 8 months. It's insane. Arizona. Oh, yeah, you at least Vegas was probably more tolerable, Steve. Yeah. Message held for review. J. Janes, did you hear what I said? If you go off the deep path and say foul and vile things, you are gone, okay? You are gone. If you kick down on other human beings or groups of people, you're gone. That's what I mean when you're gone, okay? So if you're going to be here, you have discussions, you bring up ideas, you answer thoughts and questions. But if you say or do vile things, you're fucking gone. Did I block you yet? Not yet. My moderators would have probably fucking got rid of you, a couple of them. I mean, Steve's a moderator, but I got a couple others that are like, nah, we don't need this fucker around. Why should we be aggravated? You know, I tried to have a stupid discussion with a guy yesterday about the California water release that Trump did. You know, throwing water away, right? Farmers out there screaming, what the fuck is going on? And this guy's like, well, it's Trump's, water. He can do what he wants with it. Well, that's not a fucking answer. This was absolutely wrong. So either you agree that that's stupid and wrong to waste water that didn't help do anything but create floods, actually, almost, but before the water managers out there shut it off, you can't just blanket keep going along with this nonsense. Oh my God, you fucking moron. Here's a moron. David. David lives in California. I've spent a huge portion of my life in California, especially in LA. Yes, I understand. Do you think, first of all, do you think you can fight, or any fucking army of human beings can fight a fire with hurricane winds throwing fucking lava balls around thousands of feet at a time in 80-mile-an-hour winds? You think you can stop that with anything? Then you're an idiot. Okay? You're not using your brain. There ain't enough fire trucks, fire hoses, human beings to fight against an 80-mile-an-hour wind throwing flaming fucking balls of fire. Plus, everybody that was in the fire zone had opened their valves to try to fight the fire at their houses. So what happens if I open a
1,000 valves in my neighborhood. The pressure's going to drop. The system cannot contain it, okay? The pressure drops. Nobody gets water. It's not because they don't have water. You can't even pump that much water. Fucking my God. What? How do you not understand these things? Do you need a fucking, go back to, 10th grade math or something? You need a logic course? What the fuck? Then you got Trump saying we're gonna bring the water down from the Pacific Northwest. It's up there. It's up there above the phone here. The Pacific Northwest. You know how fucking far away that is? There's never been a connection of water from anywhere in Washington or Canada or Oregon to California. Okay? Zero. And how long would it even take water of any value, of any amount, to get 1,000 miles? 1,000 miles. Use your brain, J. Jeans. It doesn't exist. It never did exist. Trump's blowing nonsense out of his fucking asshole. Jesus frickin' hell. And you wonder why people get upset or scream? You're not using any logic. Farmers out there screaming, what are you doing with our fucking water? Yes, the ocean, right. And again, do you know anything about firefighting? I do. I installed commercial fire alarms for 35 years. I know firefighters. I do fire photography, okay? I've been trained in firefighting, okay? You just don't fucking dip hoses in the ocean, okay? Do you know anything about pumping? Do you have 1,000 pumps set up? It still wouldn't fight an 80-mile-an-hour wind-driven fire. And saltwater, then go look up the discussions. Go look up the discussions about using ocean water. You want me to? I can send you some links. Go to my contact in my bio. Go to my contact, my link tree. Send me an email, comment. I'll send you the links for discussions about trying to use the water on that ocean to fight a fire. It's fucking crazy. Jesus. Steve has been here for some of my rants. He can tell you they're verifiable. Can I find that? Who is that video guy? Who is that? Really good video that explained all this stupid kind of questioning. Can I find it though? I watched it, so I can find it eventually, but I can see the guy's page. I'm trying to remember. He's a firefighter or volunteer firefighter. I can't search my history, can I? No. See if I could find this video or not. I don't know. I try to search. Can I find the right guy or not? I could see. Oh, I found the right channel. I found the right channel. Awesome.
What happens if you're a firefighter and you arrive on a scene? A hydrant is empty. So firefighters at the Palisades fire in California encountered that situation because a reservoir.
All right, here is the video. I want you to go watch it and learn. Have an open mind, okay? All right, there's the channel. I'm going to go back to the channel first here so you can see the channel name. What's going on with shipping, okay? And this guy is a volunteer firefighter, I think, in his community. And the video is No Water in Southern California Fires. Dry hydrants using seawater. This was done just 2 weeks ago, okay? Go watch this video. It's only 7 minutes long. It's not very long. I think there was another version of this, but this might be it, the only one. This will explain a lot to you people that just don't seem to grab the concept of how, you know, you want me to send you to some real fire professionals? I'll send you to some real fire professionals that'll discuss this project. Jesus. No, Steve. I will not calm down. This is nonsense. I'm not going to tolerate fucking lunacy and idiocy from people. We have to rise up against this kind of fucking ignorant thinking. Jesus fucking hell. Oh, here's the video. Here's the video.
On today's episode of What's Going On with Shipping, can you use seawater to fight the fires in Los Angeles? I'm your host, Sal Ricagliano. Welcome to today's
another one.
episode. So, a lot of questions regarding this use. Can salt water be used to extinguish the fires that are currently ravaging around Los Angeles? This channel is about global shipping. However, my background is as a former merchant mariner, but I've also been a 25-year firefighter, both paid and volunteer. Currently a captain on my volunteer fire department. And I've fought.
So go watch these videos, okay? Then come down and talk some reason, okay? Hoses in the ocean. Yes, awesome, yeah. Well, me and my good friend Robert, okay, we are considered smart people, okay? I mean, you know, I should have money and not be a messed up human being, okay? But I have a fucked up brain. You know, but me and Robert have grown up together, worked together, done a gazillion things together, lived together, gotten in big trouble together, everything. You know, but, you know, he's a classically trained double bass musician. He's been in and started more bands that I could count. He played with Tony Orlando in Branson, okay, for a year or two. You know, he's traveled doing music. He's played professional theater music. He's now a full-time high-end remodeling contractor, okay, who can build cabinets and do everything you need to do in a kitchen or a bathroom or anything. I mean, he learned the electric from me. You know, he's figured the plumbing out himself. He learned it all. He can make his own cabinets or install your cabinets, whatever. Amazing $50,000, $100,000 kitchens and bathrooms, right? You know, me, I grew up at 12 being a maintenance man. And yeah, I was in a lot of trouble. I did bad things. Then I became a big building maintenance man after working for my parents. Then I became a bigger maintenance man, 20-story buildings. Became an electrician, became a telephone guy, became an alarm guy, a fire alarm guy, a data cabling guy, a telephone system guy, a high-rise building maintenance guy, which I still do. You know, I can work on cars. I've traveled. I've helped my friend open mortgage offices. We're fucking smart people. We know how to do things. I went to get a part for a carburetor for my friend's generator. Found this cool mower shop nearby on the west side. Really cool place. husband, wife, just a funky, cute couple in their little funky mower shop. But they were slammed during the giant power outages we had from the crazy storm, 500,000 people without power a few months back. And everybody was bringing their bad generators in. And she's looking for parts for me through these little drawers and stuff, trying to find a jet. I lost the jet to the carburetor. And her husband's busy trying to work. And the phone's ringing. And it's like, I just started answering the phone. And then I started writing tickets out for all the people that were coming up. There were so many people dropping off generators nonstop. I just started writing off tickets. She goes, I like you. I know how to jump in, I don't just stand there, and let these people struggle, Oh, and you're so fucking sure that, let me tell you, fucking jeans. I'm going to call you, what am I going to call you? Yeah, just jeans. All right, you don't get to be an air traffic. Do you know what the qualifications for an air traffic controller are? I'm sure you couldn't meet them. I'm sure I probably couldn't either. Psychological testing, intelligence, ability to function under stress, handle multiple tasks. All right, you don't get to be, or like the helicopter pilot that had the fatal accident. Neither of those pilots, which all three were pilots in that chopper, you don't get to be a fucking military VIP helicopter pilot without having insane skills. I don't care if you're white, black, pink, female, trans, anything. You don't get there unless you can fucking do the job. And DEI hire. I work, who were some of the best workers for me ever? My girlfriends. Honestly, they would come help me on jobs, pull wire and do stuff. I'd go help them do computer work at their office late at night. How do you know they're incompetent? You're so sure of yourself. How do you know somebody's incompetent? What do you do for a living, Jeans? Huh? What do you do? All right. It's important, like say a police, like the city of Parma here on the west side of Cleveland. 100,000 people at one time. Mostly white flight from Cleveland, Ohio. Okay? Then they started becoming a more integrated city. They got all kinds of people living out there. It took them years to even have one black police officer in a city of 100,000. Your community and certain types of activities in life should reflect the world that it's in. Okay? That's why there's so many problems with software. Mostly guys are designing software, not a community of reflects what's out here in the wild, right? So it helps when you have different people working together because you have all these different thoughts and ideas that come together instead of just the one-sided view from guys. This has been studied. He's probably a Russian troll. Yep. No, where are you even from, dumb Jeans? Where are you from? You're spewing stuff, but where are you from? Do you understand why these fools are making these comments? You know why Trump and the MAGAs are doing this? It's fear. They don't want to be fucking left out. They want white power. They don't want brown people around. They don't want yellow people around. They don't want red people around. They don't want women around. They're kicking down on everybody. So what group genes do you kick down on? Do you not understand? They just want to kick down on everything because they don't want to be a minority. Well, the world has changed. It doesn't take us a fucking 3-week voyage to get to England, okay? We can be there in 6 hours. All right? The whole world is changing, okay? And in the parts of the world where people really move and travel and have the access to do that, those communities are changing all over the planet, everywhere. All right? You know, I can marry a black woman, I can marry a Chinese woman, I can marry an Indian woman. It doesn't matter, okay? Nobody's going to tell me no. And that's what these fuckers are all afraid of, losing their whiteness. You know, do you understand that? You're probably white because that's the way you're kind of leaning with all your commentary. Well, you know, the world is evolving. It's evolving. I never grew up knowing racism or bigotry. It wasn't in our house, not in my community. I grew up with people of all colors and types. I grew up with gay friends. What does it matter? Any of that, right? It doesn't affect the air I breathe. It doesn't affect fucking price of my fucking gasoline. It does nothing except scare you because you don't get it. They're just human beings trying to live life, dude. They're just human beings trying to fucking exist. You don't have no fucking right to tell them not to exist. Jesus fucking hell. Pape, hello. You know, do you have a religion, Genes? What does your religion teach you? Ooh, there's a big Pontiac. Look at that. That's like the Pontiac I dropped on my head back in the 70s. Dropped one of the biggest land yachts out there, man. Look at that giant fucking 4-door. Just like the one I dropped on my head. Got lucky. Didn't get myself killed another time. Been that close quite a few times. Read your previous comment. What your previous comment said, Ohio. Oh, I didn't see this one. Well, if it's not an issue, who made it an issue? No, not just Trump. All of the fucking redneck, fucking banging, racist Republicans are the ones who've made it an issue. Hey, Racetology. I just got working land traffic out of bed. He's coming. Oh, you guys know each other? I didn't know that. That's funny. Icy Ivy, hello. You know, well, he says he's from Ohio, but he's probably from, I doubt he's from Northeast Ohio. Who knows where he's from. Some red part of the state, that's for sure. Oh, Jasmine. Jasmine woke up. Did you hear me shouting in Scotland? I think I was loud enough. You can go back and hear my rants. Where are we at? 120?
So go back, get in there about 90 minutes into the video, and you'll see probably Steubenville. Pike. Now he's probably from Pike County. There's some absolute nut jobs in Pike County. There've been some really good murders down there. Real crazies. You heard a little. Oh, I should go see if the supervisor wants to come in. I really should get going and do some stuff. That's why I got up. I couldn't sleep longer, and I need to do things, but I had to eat something. Absolutely. I like that spelling. I like that spelling. All right, let me see here if the supervisor's out here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Come here. Come here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Oh, this stupid cat. Look at him. He just looked at me, and he's going down to that door. What are you doing? What are you doing, you silly boy? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bandit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bandit, come on. There he is. There's my little scooter. Hello. Good boy. Oh, yes, nice and chilly. Oh, look at that. Yes, hello. Hello. Oh, look at that tail. Oh, there he goes. It's night there, yes. It's it's morning. It's dark. 4:15 a.m. There you are. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, you want to stretch your legs? You didn't leave me get a chance. This house, 1895. What are you doing, Bam Bam? Bandit? Meow. What are you doing? You want to stretch? Come over here. I'll give you a stretch. Let's show them how we do Bandit yoga. Let's see here. Bandit, come here. Come here. Come here, you. Come here. Oh, you silly cat. Come here. Come on. Come over here. Oh. What are you doing? Come on over here. Come on. Come on over here. Yes, I see you stretching. Come on, let's show them how we do Bandit stretches. I don't know if you guys can see. So he'll stretch his claws out, and I'll stretch out his back legs and do some Bandit yoga stretches. Oh! What are you doing? What are you doing, you? Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing there? Jeans, who knows? He hasn't told us much. I could care. Oh, hey, Rise. You're here? Good morning. Well, you're welcome here at midnight. If I can keep the house, you can live downstairs.
It's a nice apartment. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I got through yesterday and managed to keep the power on. Fend off all kinds of other issues. Still got way more. I'm awake. I've been up for a couple hours. I laid down earlier, passed out, got up, made coffee, ate some leftover chili. I need to get going here. Got too many things happening today. Not enough hours. Really need to get a U-Haul truck. I don't know if I can get the money together. I can move some stuff. Anyway. Now I'm still trying to empty the house downstairs out. I'm in all this trouble with the housing court. And inspectors and all kinds of crap. Back property taxes, which is huge. That's the big problem right now. Court fines, court fees. Yeah, it's a mess. Oh, that's sad, midnight. Well, I'm still, I haven't given up. I think a lot of people would have given up if they knew what I was really dealing with. I don't really indicate everything I'm dealing with. I mean, I've got friends, I think two of my friends recently, I don't know what happened. I still got to find out about the one musician friend. I think he committed suicide. The stress out there right now, I don't know. Lost so many friends recently. They were lessons, yeah. Excuse me. Sometimes I will mute you because I can't catch it quickly enough. Sometimes I can't. Oh, thank you, Midnight. I mean, when I was younger, I couldn't tell you how many funerals I went to, and then there's been none really for years, decades. But starting in May, my sister, and then maybe in the last year, multiple musician friends, young people, 35 years old, 40s. One came down. They don't even know. They think it was ALS out of nowhere. Killed her. I think. The trumpet player. I can't think. I think he might have done drugs or suicide. I don't know. I didn't make any of the events. Then I found out one of my mentor friends who we had a big falling out because of his stupid views about, the election. He died in October. So many I can't even count anymore. Oh, hey, Drew. No, that's nice news. Yeah, I got up at
I laid down, I don't know, 10 or 11 something, and woke up around 2, and, you know, made coffee and ate chili. Been here for, you don't have the timer at the top. I've been on for 130 minutes. Lost your brother, uncle, and best friend in 6 months. Oh, that's heavy, and we all deal with grief different ways, I mean, I've seen, you know, famous people or whatever, random people that die and can really weirdly affect you sometimes because it'll just hit you some way. And then really close friends won't maybe. They will and they won't. It's all very weird how we deal with these things. Yeah, Drew just lost his father. I mean, my parents been gone a while. My mom in 2020, I can't think. My dad in 85, a long time ago. I couldn't even count how many. That's, in life, there's things I've learned that it'd be nice to have an idea of, like all of the concerts I'd ever went to, a record of that. It would be so cool. Because the concerts we went to in the 60s and 70s were just legendary stuff, I mean, amazing shows. Joan Baez, Judy Collins, America, all those early groups, I don't have records of that. I don't know how many of these shows I went to and where they were. That would be cool. Only later in life I started saving tickets and things from all those events, and then, but that would be another one. How many, funerals have I gone to in life? I don't know, hundreds probably. I couldn't even count. Hundreds and hundreds. I went to a lot. My father went to lots of funerals, or what we would go with him. I kind of knew some of those people. And I've lost so many friends over the decades, Humble Pie at Grand Funk. I helped do roadie work at a Grand Funk show once. Grand Funk, oh my God, yes. Humble Pie. I mean, Grand Funk, that was a time period there, man. Little Feat. I was never into Little Feat that much. They're a good band. My friend Bruce from LA, who's gone, he knew all these people in all these giant bands. He would disappear for days, and Pat and Margie would be like, "Where's Bruce?" The next thing you know, the show would happen, and it turns out he'd been partying with these guys for 5 days, and he's on stage with them then. He was hooked up with so many different communities of people that we still don't know. Because Bruce had this, he had like the world we knew, and then he had the work world, and then he had Bruce's world, which was, we don't know. It would shock us sometimes. It was just, he was so connected to the underground in LA, to all these weird different groups. Yeah, David, yeah. Zach. I only got a few hours sleep, and I got up. Where'd Bandit go? Did you go lay down again? Oh, we gotta plug this thing back in. Where'd Bandit go? Bam Bam. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. What? What are you doing? You wanna go back out? You just came in. Meow, what are you doing? You're meowing. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. You got water and num-nums. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, you boy? What are you doing? You've been doing this little meow thing lately. Like, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you need. What do you want? Meow? Meow? What? Bandit?
what? Oh, you want more num-nums? Look at him. He knows what's in here. Look at, see, he's sitting right here. He's like, what's in there? What's in there, Daddy? Daddy, what's in there? Oh, look at that. What's in there, Daddy? Oh, what's that, Bandit? Bandit, what's in here? Come on. Bandit. Where you at? You gonna pick one? Which one do you want? Come here. Bandit. Which one? Come on. Which one? He's funny. He's getting spoiled. He's figuring stuff out. It's like, I want some more. Come on. Is this what you want? Yeah. You gotta speak up. I can barely hear that. What do you want? Yeah. Oh, you're such a gentle baby. What are you doing? You just don't talk enough. Yeah. All right, maybe you want some more. Okay. This is how we do it. That's like a beer opening for me. Okay, clean the lid. Show everybody how you clean the lid. Waste not, want not. Get the num-nums off the lid. No, come on. Clean the juice off the lid. Come on, I know this is not your favorite one, probably. This is chicken, I know. These are not that good. Come on. Come on. A little more? A little more cleaning? All right, that's all. Okay, you're a good boy. Oh, there's a little more there. Get some of that. Get some of that good juice. All right. There you go. There you go. He's funny. He's so funny. It's hard to figure out sometimes, but sometimes he lets me know what he wants. He doesn't speak up enough. He just moves around and sits. It's like, what do you want? Your cat would vomit if it ate wet food. He likes the dry food that I got. You know, he does like that, the stuff I get from Sam's Club. Well, it's just they say it's their blend. Meow Mix. He likes Meow Mix, so. Oh, Paisley is in school. She's going to be gutted. She missed Bandit. Cat crack and fancy. There's cat crack and fancy feasting, probably. Yeah, maybe. I got other things to do than cut my hair. I don't care about my hair. It's not important. If I had some money, I would try buying those little word buttons that people buy for their pets and put them by things and see if he'd learn to step on them. I don't know if he'd learn that or not. Food, or feed me. Oh, I got the Einstein look down. Hey, I've shown that picture, haven't I? I got the Einstein look down. We were talking about that the other night. Somebody said, you look like Einstein. I've got a good friend who calls me that. You know. Rings bells by the back door when he wants out. Well, that's good. Yeah, you know, they're not. Animals can be so smart sometimes. I mean, you can get them to figure things out and let you know. You know. Yep. That's a good idea. Put a bell there that they can jiggle so they'll get your attention. Yeah, because he's very quiet. He doesn't make a lot of noise. He doesn't meow a lot. He'll do this clawing thing. He'll come over here and claw on the chair or on my leg, which means he wants something, usually out, you know, But then he'll make me do a dance around up here going from room to room before he'll, the ice jam. Look at the ice jam on the river. I've never seen the ice jam. I was talking about this yesterday. Stupid antenna. Can't get a decent signal. Oh, look at this stupid TV. Is terrible. Look at the ice jam. Oh, look at this crappy fucking... I need a better antenna for this TV or something. I don't know. My friend lives in this neighborhood here, I think. The Pleasant Valley neighborhood. The ice jams out there are legendary. And then it'll start flowing. They'll have to get out there sometimes with dynamite and blow it up. Oh, you got snow rise? Really? That's cool. Kids love snow, you know. I keep forgetting London does get some snow. Look at all that ice. My friend was showing video. He lives in this really neat little neighborhood on the Chagrin River, and his house is on the river, but it was open. But on the other side of the curve, in the valley he's in over here, there's the ice jam. So it's weird how it can be. Chagrin River, Drew, on the east side, the Chagrin River. Oh, here's the big building fire that I missed. I'm pissed I missed this.
There's no signs of evidence the building was tampered with. Investigators say they've interviewed dozens of witnesses and poured through hours of video footage. They are waiting for engineers to determine if it's safe to continue inspections inside the building. At this time, the cause of fire remains known. The suspect in the fatal New Albany down hard 20 million, 28 one warehouse near is due back.
I didn't know they caught that guy. Crazy shooting down there in New Albany, Ohio, at a factory. Oh yeah, that big fire. $60 million building fucking gone, you know, toast, 'cause it wasn't finished. Sprinkler system wasn't activated yet. Who knows, you know, they'll never figure out how it started. It's too destroyed, you know. Yeah, the ice. Go look up some stories on the Chagrin River ice jam rise, and yeah, you know, a mile of ice that's, you know, chunks, huge boulder-sized pieces of ice, all broken up. You know, when the temperature after it thaws, it breaks up and then piles up, and then it causes flooding because now the water will jam up and flood out into these low-lying neighborhoods along the river. Well, this is somebody I will vote for governor, Dr. Amy Acton. I will definitely vote for her. Got to get some of these fucking Republicans out of Columbus. They are so corrupt, so corrupt. Well, freezing cold water too, but it floods the neighborhoods. The ice will push into the neighborhood sometimes. You know, it's just, there's legendary stories out there. You know, I'm sure you can find all kinds of good videos on YouTube of Chagrin River ice.
The city of Cleveland making its final bid to host the 2030 Special Olympics USA Games. Now it's down to Cleveland and Nashville. This week, members of the Special Olympics Site Committee are evaluating this bid. They will spend He's looking at possible venues at other sites around the city. If chosen, the event could bring more than 5,000 athletes and over 100,000 fans to our city, something Ohio Governor Mike DeWine is, quote, all in for.
If you know Cleveland, if you know...
I can't stand listening to that troll. If I had a car, like I said, I've never gotten out there when they've had these ice jams. It's not far, but I don't even have a vehicle right now. What's up, Bandit? Licking your chops, huh? Yeah, I got that good chicken juice all over your lips. Oh my, the big party is on Sunday, right? If you're into it. I'd like to get back to New Orleans. That's a city I could live in, I think. Oh, the energy down there is amazing. Don't know if I could deal with the weather some parts of the year, though. Bandit naps. I think usually pretty soon. You know, right now he's doing he's doing cleanup. What are you doing? Licking your lips, licking your paws. I saw that. What's up, Bandit? Okay. Where are you going? You gonna go to bed? Sometimes you'll want to go right back out. He'll come in and eat and say, bye, I'm gone. I got what I needed. What are you doing, Bandit? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Bandit? What are you gonna do? Yep. The only thing I gotta clean on him is his muddy paws when he comes in. Have 2 paper towels ready. Catch him as he comes. Oh, there he is. He's off to bed. See, that wasn't long. I told you. He's off to the bedroom. I'm done. Enough of this guy looking at me. You know, just have a paper towel ready to get the nasty mud out of his paws, you know. Oh, get the heavy stuff off. Oh, excuse me. He always fights that. Like, don't touch my paws. What did I see? Some subscription to something. It was, and they were advertising it. It's only 67 cents a day. I can't remember what it was. It was something weird. I can't remember. Okay, I need to get motivated here. I don't know where to start. Oh, need some exercise. Yeah, I thought about doing that. You know, first you gotta get him used to wearing it. That's the first thing. He's never had a collar on even. I'd love to see where he goes sometimes. You know, I mean that would be so cool. I don't think those cameras are too much money. love to know where he goes, man. You know, what's his routine? I sort of know some of his routine, you know, but it would really be fun to have an actual record, you know. Up and over the fences and into the other yards where he goes. Where does he cuddle up at exactly? Search for plane carrying 10 people in Alaska. Small plane. Oh, it's like an otter. A Cessna Caravan, maybe. Went down in the water off Nome, Alaska.
Find the funds to move forward with his agenda. NBC's Alice Barr reports from Washington.
The stories of late.
This morning, the Trump administration orders for
this whole nonsense about Trump trying to buy out federal workers, man. It sounds like such a scam and stuff. I don't know. This is, you know.
They're welcome to take this buyout. Democrats are arguing the buyout money is not guaranteed.
My fear is these folks are going to get scammed and then be the first to be fired because they've raised hands.
Already
That's
on
right,
the
don't
chopping
quit.
block, the U.S. Agency for International Development. Two sources tell NBC News the nation's principal humanitarian aid agency will shrink from more than 1,000 workers to less than 300. Two unions sued, arguing only Congress could decide that. While thousands of workers at the General Services Administration were warned of substantial cuts as the administration looks to reduce federal building space to match a President Trump downsize led by billionaire Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is helping us on it. He's pretty good.
Democratic lawmakers promising to fight back, targeting next month's government funding deadline.
I don't see many Democrats being willing to say, hey, we're going to pass a budget that is going to just funnel money to Elon Musk.
President Trump met with congressional Republicans yesterday seeking to head off a government shutdown. In Washington, Alice Barr, and
It's Crazyville, man. Absolute demonic Crazyville. Hey, Hamza. Well, you know, I follow a lot of major cybersecurity people. They are losing. You should have heard me screaming earlier, Drew. Go back to the 90-minute mark on the video when I was having these conversations with this dude. That's the best I'll give him. This MAGA. And I was ranting. Good epic ranting. And all the cybersecurity pros that I follow are losing their minds over what these young cucks are doing in these agencies. What are they doing? Are they putting AI into these machines, into these mainframes? Are they putting in connections? Are they putting in back doors? What are they doing? You know, they go, these young kids might be smart, but they don't necessarily, Drew, you're a programmer, you know. Oh, yes, exactly, Drew. You know, these kids don't have any collective knowledge of how COBOL works or giant mainframe systems. I don't care how smart they are. They don't have the collective knowledge of how this stuff works. They are fucking shit up. Who knows what's going to happen, man? It's just... I just barely understand this, and I'm losing my mind. You know... Fucking Putin, man, he's this is did you see what they this
More vodka. That's that. Keep it up. Keep it up, Mr. Trump. Thank you so much. You good. You do good for us. Yeah. More vodka. You know, I mean, this is madness, man. Letting these young freaks rummage through shit like they know what they're doing. It's madness. I don't know. Fortran, and no one would know what you did, right? Exactly. And COBOL, a lot of these old systems are running COBOL. They want to let these fuckers into the FAA systems, Drew. What the fuck? One of the most secure systems we have in this nation, the FAA fucking computers. Why would you fucking let anybody in? I say fucking kill me. Shoot me. What the fuck? This is crazy, man. And then Trump's going, yeah, we're gonna, these young kids, they're going to give us brand new computers. We'll have the best computers. The best. Oh, the best. You know, glorious. It'll be glorious. What the fuck do you mean? They have no idea the complexity of these systems. Jesus. I understand the nonsense behind the complexity. Yeah, Purple. I can't imagine my fucking major pilot friends hearing that these fucking kids are going to be in the FAA computers. They think I'm screaming? Jesus fucking hell, you know? You just can't mess with flight control systems and data logging software and radar software, and what the fuck? It's crazy. I know, it's crazier than Superman's Bizarro world, you know. Oh my God, it is. You know, I mean, it's like a combination of Burgess Meredith losing his glasses as the last person on Earth sitting in the middle of a library to we need another good episode to compare, you know, to tag on to that. It's crazy. Time, you know, the outer limits, yeah. I mean, you know, the best I could compare Trump to is Dr. Smith on Lost in Space, a bumbling fool. You know, just a bumbling fool. Out for himself only. Never did anything altruistic without, you know, looking for some serious gain out of it. You know, there's no God coming to fix this. There's no aliens. You know, we're just stuck with this nonsense. Yes, Drew. That was always such an intense moment, especially when you were young. I don't know, Purple. I mean, you know, I don't know if we're going to see any fallout from all these computer incursions. If we'll see something in a month or two when maybe like payments or something is supposed to happen in a regular time every month, will something screw up? I mean, they've already just ruined thousands of people's lives. You know, I mean, just literally ruined their careers, their educational PhD path. They just flushed everything. I mean, the fucking screaming, I can't even imagine. You know, this is madness, just fucking madness. You know. Yep. Yep. It's cruelty to be cruel, just for cruelty's point. Yeah, you know. If I could run into Republican legislators or Republican leaders, I would give them such a piece of my mind. Jesus. What the fuck? You know, it's like back when Trump was running the first time. I was Ubering. I've told this story a couple times. I'm out in Chagrin Falls, a very Tony neighborhood, east side of Cleveland, you know, full of executives and doctors and big lawyers that live in big estates and big houses out in the country out there. And I pick up this couple at a big house, and they get in, and the guy is fucking livid. I don't know if I ever had the camera running that time, you know, and have the audio, but he was livid. He was, you know, he says, I fucking can't believe this fucking guy is the vice president of a bank, and he's fucking gonna vote for this fucking moron. And his wife's like, Jim, fucking settle down, you know. He's like, I'll never talk to these fucking assholes again, you know. I mean, Jesus. Oh, purple, yeah. I'd like to go to, I used to try to get out there and roam around downtown, catch a meal, walk around. It's a cute neighborhood. I've done a lot of work out there. You know, I had friends out there years ago, more so. Did a bunch of jobs out there years ago, but, you know, but yeah, it was so interesting to hear this guy just rant about this party, this like holiday party they were at. It was like he was like, holy fucking hell, you know. Oh my God. You know, he goes, he's intelligent fucking people. He went to fucking Harvard. You know, or his wife or somebody, I forget, he or his wife said, they're fucking ignorant. Oh my God, it was epic. It was epic. To hear other intelligent people just losing their shit. What am I seeing? I'm flying to Vegas next month to see, the Eagles. That's a nice drive. You know, it's a long drive, but yeah. It's too bad that Lori and Steve moved, Drew. You could have met up. I still have a good friend there, but he doesn't come here and watch. It's too bad. I wanted to get to Vegas when Lori and Steve were there. They knew the city really well. Where are they going to be playing at, Drew? Are they at the Sphere? That's quite an experience to go there. At the Sphere, okay. Yeah, yeah. Wait, you think the Eagles are still going to be around after Sunday? I have like I think a $5 bet on
on Kansas City. You know, I'll get $5, I think, if I win. I don't even know how to make bets, so. Was that a good one? I don't make good jokes too often, so. It's not in my DNA. Oh. Oh. Every now and then I see the connection ahead of time, you know. I'm just not quick-witted that way. My buddy Robert, oh my God, he can fucking do crazy ad-lib shit, man. Make up music, song, lyrics. He's wired differently. Now, if you take me to look at a building and say, how do we get in there? Well, I can tell you that. Eating poultry on Sunday. That's good. Excuse me. You know, wake up, get the blood flowing. $2,000 off on your new boiler. $39 plumbing inspection. Okay. My buddy's gonna put a new boiler in his place this year. He said it's a water boiler. He's gonna buy a Weil McLean. He says the thing's gonna cost him $4,000. His cost. I know boilers are big money. I haven't even priced a boiler in ever. His house is crazy, super insulated. It's an oil-fired boiler. I forgot, oil-fired. Oh, excuse me. Oh my. What's up now? Blustery winds, cold temperatures. Speaking of boilers, I finally got the sequencers turned right where I work. They spent $2 million on the new system, and the startup guys were idiots. You know. Yeah, it looks gorgeous, your new plant. I'd love to see it. I miss getting into nice big physical plants. I used to be able to get in quite a few places now and then. I don't have any connections around here anymore. Oh, that should be good, right? At least you won't pop a fuse while he sees things and makes comments. I told them so. Are those boilers considered like Ohio specials, 29.99 horsepower? Oh yeah, here's the ice jam on the river.
Dark out here, so I do want to give you how things during the day and when it's a bit easier to see. So look at the system. This mile long. Gandhi says some of these pieces, they are measuring or eat. Now, it's going to be a win.
I can't get a good signal. Well, I don't know. Do you know that term, Ohio Special? Because the code, boiler code, under 29.9 horsepower does not need a, I guess, a true boiler operator. That was an industry design thing. I used to know so much about all that. I've forgotten so much of it now. Should have stayed in that world.
And injuring Tuesday night, EC1 warehouse. At the scene using a ride share. Meantime, Governor Wine reacted to
100 psi boiler steam. Yeah. Well, there was a thing in the national code of under 29.99 horsepower was a certain kind of boiler design. And the term was called an Ohio Special. I think it's a national part of the national code on different levels and types of boilers. As it goes, now I'm going to look it up to see if I can. Ohio Special Boiler. Let's see. Ohio Special Fire Tube Boiler. This is on Cleaver Brooks' website. Ohio Special Fire Tube Boiler, steam up to 300 psi, 100 to 225 horsepower. That's not quite. What is an Ohio Special Boiler here? Here's a video.
Efficient. Now, many of today's fire tube boilers have a 5 square foot of heat transfer per boiler horsepower. So, for example, a 150 horsepower boiler would have typically a 750 square foot of heating surface. In the state of Ohio, this would create a dilemma for a plant that chose not to have a full-time operator. The Ohio Special would provide that same horsepower to a heating surface of 358 square feet, thus giving it just less than half that typical square footage of heat transfer per boiler horsepower. Now, some facilities in Ohio may choose to utilize multiple units for their steam demands in order to comply with state laws that would otherwise require a full-time operator. So aside from heating surface sizes, these boilers are much the same as any other fire tube boiler with both high pressure and low pressure steam applications. Now, as previously mentioned, boilers are quite safe, especially with regards to the advances within the industry, yet many would still agree that having properly trained personnel to monitor and operate any power boiler is essential. Anytime a boiler's maintenance or safety checks are neglected, a horsepower rating or a heating surface size is not going to take that into consideration, and it can certainly be a dangerous situation. And so it's always best practice to have competent and trained persons that are not only operating these boilers, but are performing the proposed maintenance at the set intervals. So the Ohio Special is just that. It's a special case boiler designed to simply comply with a law that dates back for several decades.
All right, guys, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure and hit that thumbs up button. And also make sure and...
I'll send this to you. I think I might be subscribed to this guy. I'm not sure. His channel's called, I think it's called, let's see, how do we find it? Visit.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Steamworks. So there's not a lot of things out there that aren't surrounded by laws and regulations. And today we're talking about just that, a boiler that is designed off of just that, a state's boiler code.
Okay, this is called Power Mechanical, the channel. I'll send it to you. Especially since you're awake, I won't. Drew. He gives a good explanation, real clean and clear. So this must, many states have different regulations on this, and it's probably somewhat universal, maybe across the industry. We're a death trap. I remember in my first real maintenance job where we had Ohio Special Boilers at May Company Department Store at Parmatown Mall. And, my ADD would make me fuck off. I would slack off on doing things. I wouldn't make rounds at the proper times all the time. And, I would cheat because ADD thinks you think you can do these things. So I come back and all the equipment was on the roof in a big penthouse on top of the 4th floor, where it was the 4th floor. They shook the ballroom floors, and I remember going back up to the roof, up to the plant, and this was early in my first days at the job there, and I'm just learning about this kind of stuff. I'm a wet behind the ear maintenance kid, and my our boss, Joe Tanke, Tanke, he became a big time building engineer around Cleveland. I think he became the building engineer for the Terminal Tower downtown. I mean, the guy knew his shit. I walking around. It's a big space. I mean, huge. And steam is just billowing out of one of the boilers into the giant space, and I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't get here on time. What did I do? Because I don't know how these things work, and I don't know what if something breaks, what you can get away with, if it's dangerous yet. And I finally get closer and closer, and I'm like, oh, okay. One of the sight glasses blew out. It's blowing steam out of the sight glass. I go, oh, that's okay. Just get in there and shut the valves off. It's like nothing I did. Oh my God. Yeah, and wish I had pictures of some of that stuff that I worked on in the early days. So that place had a 400 horsepower what's the term? Chiller. 400-ton chiller. That thing was freaking huge. And it was, I don't remember the voltages, but it was fed with high voltage, like 2160, I think. Huge electric switch cabinets, and it would start this thing up, and feed different voltages into it to get it going, and then you'd hear relays click, and it would keep ramping up speed, and when you were down, so the floors in that building was a department store, but it was designated as a bomb shelter, back in the day, had the symbols. The floors were 20 inches fucking thick concrete. All the floors in the building, the roof even, 20 inches thick. You'd be down on the 3rd floor, and if I had started the chiller, you could go down there and it sounded like a jet engine starting up. You could hear that thing winding up. I wish I had pictures of. I don't have any pictures from and I was in the camera a little bit. I don't know. I never took photos of that shit. It pisses me off. I heard years later they blew that fucker up and had to replace it. Big fucking crane to do that, man. Get a new one in and out of there. We had 2 or 3 of the Ohio Special Boilers. All the other stuff, pumps and things, and then I worked the Holland House Hotel downtown, and that had a nice plant. That was, I think we had 3 Ohio Special Boilers, and we had absorbers to make our air conditioning. We had 2 absorbers, I learned all about those crazy contraptions because we had city steam also. We were on the city steam loop also. And those were weird contraptions, absorbers. Give them a drink of alcohol now and then. Octyl alcohol. I've forgotten all that stuff. You know, brine water chillers. These weren't brine. These had 55-gallon drums of some refrigerant. I don't remember what it was, you know. Yeah, but chillers are strange beasts, you know. A lot of people have never heard of them. Absorbers, I mean. And then my buddy got a job at one of the city health centers, McCafferty, over here on the west side of Cleveland. He went to the West Side School of, what was it called? The West Side Institute. It was a place that taught boiler operation, maintenance, all, you know, so you could become a building engineer. And he got a job there, and he goes, Danny, can you come over here? We got this machine. I don't understand this stuff. They had an absorber there. I had to show him how to fucking run it, you know. I should have stayed in that world, you know. I had a good handle on it. Oh well. I should have been a big chief engineer somewhere. But yeah. I wish I had pictures of all those plants. It's a shame I don't. Ice Festival returns to downtown Medina. That's a really cool festival. That's next weekend. I've been to it once, the Ice Festival in downtown Medina. It's a really, really fun, family, cool little event to go to on the square in downtown Medina. Yeah, anyway. All right, I need to get doing something here because the day is frittering away. How many people we still got here? 16, 14. I have a buddy who works at the site in Idaho. Net zero is over. Oh, at the site that starts IN, that site. I've been by that site. That's a really interesting place on the planet, man. All the government projects, yeah. You know what INEL is, right? Have you ever gone and visited the demonstration reactors up there? Interesting, scary, weird stuff. Yeah. The crater. I pulled into Atomic City, Idaho, my first time at 3 a.m. after a long day of driving. That's a freaky place to pull into with your brain going like, where have I just arrived? Atomic City, Idaho. PNNL. Hello, Rachel. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever been by PNNL. I've been by almost all of these places in the country. People don't realize the stuff that's out there, man. Hanford. I've been through Hanford, passed by it. I don't know if I tried to go to the museums up there or not. I've been by most of these places, you know. I've touched on the edges of them all. You know, people don't realize how much stuff that the government has out there. It's insane, you know. But I like to see where they're at in the world. You know, I'm a visual person. I need to see their place in the universe. And it puts the puzzle together better. You understand it when you see it. You drive through South Bay Area, and you drive through the Lockheed complex down there. Holy frick! Do you see how big Lockheed is? Oh, Jesus fucking hell. It's the size of a fucking suburb with 100,000 people. Jesus. You know. So yeah, until you put your eyes on this stuff, you can't comprehend it. Alamos, yeah, I don't think I made that museum. Dark money, you think? Yeah, but Lockheed's cool. They build good products. I let Lockheed do anything they want because you get value for your money. um, uh, um, yeah, my friend was just last year. He got on the family tour at Livermore, and I says, "Ooh, ooh, I think I know who works there that he got the tour through." I go, "Ooh, I'll come out. Can you get me on the tour? Do you think would they get me on tour?" And he just laughs. He knows all about me. He knows all my dirt. He has this great laugh. He goes, "Oh, you're never getting in there. You're never getting in there." You know who had a really cool little museum, and I don't know if you get it, was on the base at White Sands. I've been in there. That was you could just drive onto the base back then. Now these bases are secured, I think. They would just give you a pass to put on the dash window when you drive here to there. Go on your own. um, anyway, yep. Yep, and that's been a fun part of my life. You know, that's one of the best things I've enjoyed is traveling and seeing these things. You know, that I read about. You know, it's just you know, and then you get to interesting parts of the country because they're off the beaten path. A lot of them, so not a lot of people have visited. Not like big clumps of people have visited these places. So knocking around 51 a lot all around the north side of the test site up there. Jimmy Donovan, Doug Deacon, two great local sports legends, football player and announcer. Well, the only way I'll ever get to travel is get out of this problem I'm with, trying to save this mess, and I don't know. All right, let me go try to function. Oh, the power on this thing's dying. I didn't plug you guys back in. See if I can go function here. I might come back when I get organized in one spot, maybe. See if I can get myself moving here. All right, Drew. Rise, whoever's left here. Be nice, be kind. Don't forget that white thing up there. Check your smokealarms.com. Talk to you later. Ciao.